Now I would like to introduce to you the concept of an array. Think of an array as a bunch of objects of the same type sitting on a shelf. In this particular picture we have 7 Coke bottles all sitting in a row. The benefit of an array is that each object in the array gets automatically assigned an index, a number, starting from 0 and going to, increasing to the last item in the array. Why would we want to do this? Well, whenever you have more than one of the same kind of object in your program, and you want to treat all those objects the same. For example, in our program we have 6 colors that each of the color buttons could take on. It can become very handy to refer to those objects by their place in the array. Okay, so let me demonstrate this in the code. So I'm going to create an array of colors, okay, that will contain the 6 colors that our color buttons can be. So right here below where I define the random number generator, I'm going to declare a new array. Also make this one private. And first we declare what type of object the array is going to contain. It's going to be an array of colors. Then the next thing we do is we tell C# this is going to be an array. It's not going to be a single color, it's going to be a set of colors. And we're going to denote that with an open and close square bracket after the data type. Space, and now we're going to give it the name of the array. We're going to call it colors. Very creative, I know. And now, similarly to how we created the random number generator, we're going to use the new keyword, and it's going to be of type color. And because, notice how here we have color and square brackets, we're going to do the same thing here. And now, let me shift this over. And now in curly braces, we are going to list, we're going to initialize the array. We're going to list the colors that are going to be in the array. And I want them to be in the same order that they were in the setColorIfs function. Red, dark orange, yellow, lime, Dodger blue, and purple. So just list them. Color dot red, comma, oops, color dot dark orange, comma, color dot yellow, I think it was, comma. My line is getting a little too long, so I'm gonna do an enter here. It's perfectly fine to split up your lines if they get too long. Color dot lime and color dot Dodger blue, and you've got too many colors here. No, I don't. Color dot purple. Okay, and then you close it with a close curly brace and semicolon. Okay, so this defines a set of colors. Now, what is the number assigned to each of these colors? Well, sometimes we don't care. And in this case, we're not going to care as long as they're unique numbers. But I'm going to tell you anyway. The first number in the array, which is color red, will have the index 0. I know it seems a little counterintuitive. You would think it should, since it's the first one, it should be index 1. But historically, C and C++ have always had arrays that begin with index 0. So C# has continued that tradition, and that's very common in programming languages. The first item in an array or a list to be index 0. So try to keep that in mind. And the dark orange is going to be 1, yellow is going to be 2, and so on. Purple, it's the 6th item in the list, so its index is 5 because the first item was 0. So now how we're going to use this? Well, what I'm going to show you is going to be something really cool. Let's go back to our button new click function. So remember, this is the function that creates a new secret code. Now, instead of calling one of our getColor functions to translate a number, an integer, into a color, we're simply going to treat this random number that we generate. We're going to treat that as a index into our color array. Okay? So all we're going to do, I'm going to replace this getColor switch call with the colors array. And the way you access members of an array is with square brackets. So we define an array, we use square brackets to help us define the array. We also access the elements of the array using square brackets. In Visual Basic you use parentheses, but I like it here, they use square brackets, so it makes a difference between, so you can tell right away they're using an array versus calling a function. There's a difference there. Like that. So what is this doing? This is generating a number between 0 and 5, and then it's using that number to get that index into the color array. So if we get, so say we generate a 2, then the item that has index 2 in the array, let's go back to the array definition. The item that's in the index 2, let's see, 0, 1, 2, would be yellow. Okay? The translation is done automatically for us. We don't need to call a function to say, oh, if it's 0, then make it red. If it's 1, make it dark orange. By virtue of the fact that we defined an array, the array associates each item inside of it with a number automatically. The language does this for us. This is so cool. I'm going to change all of these. Colors, not color. Okay, had a small typo there. Alright, now let's run it. Generate a new secret code. Wow, there it is, and I believe those were the same colors we had before, because I kept them in the same order as in the getColor functions. Yep. Very nice.